Did you know that there's no humans left in this world that are 100% any nationality? That means we are all a mixed race. And if you actually did the DNA, whether you're Caucasian, Black, or Hispanic, or Chinese, or whatever, you are not 100% African, you're not 100% Irish, you're not 100% German, you're not 100% Chinese, you're not 100% Native, you're not 100% anything. If you were to do your DNA, you would find that you have so many nationalities that it would blow your mind. And they're able to detect what nationalities you come from thousands and thousands of years ago. You would be blown away to how many different nationalities you are actually made up of. So it really doesn't matter your skin pigment, doesn't matter the slant of your eyes. We all bleed the same. We do. And the funny thing about it is we all came from the same God. And the only thing that Jesus ever cared about was whether we were a believer or a non-believer. And even if you were a non-believer, he still loved you. He wants to make you a believer, but if you choose not to believe, he's still going to love you. Whether or not you get in heaven is a different story, but he still loves you. I find racism a very what's the word? Ignorant thing on the highest level. Because, first of all, it's a hate. It's a hate for someone who is not like you, who doesn't have the same features as you. And yet one of your children could be born with different features because you're not 100% of any nationality. And then are you going to hate your child? It cracks me up, actually, and saddens me at the same time. People have even fought over the pigmentation of Jesus' skin. What's it matter? What's it matter? We all come from God. We all bleed the same. Love should be the only thing that really matters. And yet, people want to separate us. Not just people, the evil one. And the racism that goes on is a demonic spirit. It really is. It's a demonic spirit that causes separation and hate. And it's wrong. It's wrong. And I don't care if you agree with me or don't agree with me. It's wrong. The fact of the matter is, we are a human being. No matter what country we live in, because whatever country we live in, chances are generations before that, your family didn't even live in that country. We have all been mixed. And yet people want to put themselves superior over another. And then there are people who are hurt from seeing that superiority taking place, and they become racist from what they see someone else being racist. And a lot of people are racist. A lot of people, whether you think you are or not. I've watched it. I've seen it from all kinds of different nationalities. When the only thing that should matter is that we are humans, we are Christians, we are all bleed the same. We should all be caring about each other. But instead, the evil one sends these demonic spirits into the world and separates people for no apparent reason. With lies, actually, with lies. I would love to see a world without that kind of separation. But I know there's always going to be somebody out there who doesn't see it through God's eyes, who doesn't see it through a child's eyes, because a child does not see a separation until a parent tells them there's one. And actually, that separation that people are teaching is a learned behavior, a demonic learned behavior. And it's wrong. It's wrong. You know, if you were to look at me, I've had so many people try to tell me, think they know what my race is, or what they think my race is. And the funny thing about it is, most of them aren't wrong, because I'm a little bit of everything. If you really knew the most recent nationalities that I am, and you were trying to guess what nationality I was, you would be wrong. A lot of people think because of the slant of my eyes, I'm Asian. But actually, out of all the nationalities that I have in me, even going back thousands of years, I have no Asian. I do, however, have a lot of Native. And I have a lot of so many different nationalities on both sides of my parents, who thought that they were one nationality or two nationalities. When you go back thousands of years, we're like almost every nationality except for Asian. We don't have Asian. It's funny, because if you knew how many nationalities you actually had, if you actually took a DNA test and found out your nationality that run through your blood, your DNA, you would be floored, because you were probably almost everything. Now, I find it funny, and this is just a little story, but, you know, I've been confused. People have always thought I was Asian, and I'm not. I'm not. And nowhere in my DNA am I. However, funny little story is my mother was born in Japan when my grandfather was in the war, in World War II. I did not even know this until my daughter did a DNA testing and looked up the ancestral, and I actually seen my mother's paperwork for her citizenship. My mother didn't become a citizen of America until she was 10 years old. She came from Japan, but she had no Asian in her. It was kind of funny, because my whole life I've had people tell me that I looked Asian. Kinda am, sorta, in a way, but not DNA. But anyway, you don't know by looking at somebody what nationality they are. You don't know by someone's skin color what nationalities they have in them. You don't know, because so many people have we all have so many different nationalities that it would floor you to even know. So why would you ever think that you're superior over another person? The only thing that matters is that we come from God. The only other thing that matters is that we're a believer or a non-believer. And Jesus loved us both. God loved us both. So why does it matter to you? Anyway, God bless you. Thank you for listening.